Welcome to the series where we do hands-on exercises on LangChain, OpenAI, and Python. In this video, we create a legal assistant using the few-shot templating. What is it? A few-shot template is a prompt template where beside the system prompt and the human prompt, we get to send examples for AI which explains further the way it should answer the question. Here, we have a human input. We're sending the complex legal text, and then system prompt, which gives the personality of the AI. You are a legal assistant who simplifies complex legal text. And then we include the few shot. Here we include example input and output, create the prompt, and send it to the AI. In response, the AI would give us a simplified version of the complex legal text so that a layman can understand. That said, let's get started. So this is where we make it all happen. And these are the libraries I'm going to need installed in order for us to move forward. So I'm going to just hit this button. And it's going to take a little bit. So I'm going to come back as soon as the installation is done. All right, looks like we are done. So I'm going to get rid of this. And the next step would be setting up the OpenAI key. And I kept it simple like always. Just imported OS and setting up this environment variable. So all you do is put your OpenAI key right here and hit this button, and it's going to make it part of the environment, and you'll be able to use it throughout the project. That said, let's move on to our main attraction, the legal assistant. Okay, so at the very beginning, I'm importing all my libraries like chat OpenAI, and then chat prompt template, system message prompt template, human message prompt template, and AI message prompt template. And here I am creating my model, LLM, using chat OpenAI. I'm using the GPT 3.5 Turbo here as a model and setting the temperature to 0.5. It is sort of in the middle. As you know, if it goes closer to 0, its creativity decreases. And as it close to 1, its creativity increases. And too much increased creativity would result in hallucinations. So here, since there's a little bit of creativity involved, so I'm setting it to the middle, 0.5. Now let's move to step number 1. And this is where we declare our system prompt, which defines the AI's job. All right. So as you can see here, system template, here I'm telling it, you are a helpful assistant that translates complex legal terms into plain and understandable terms. Then I take this template and create a prompt template using system message prompt template and sending this template as an argument. Next would be our few shot template creation. Okay, so this is where we are bringing in a sample legal text. This will be our first example. For example, let's say if we are telling the AI, hey, this is how you're supposed to answer this question. Like if I send you this kind of legal jargon, then we take that and pass it to human message prompt template just to create a example 1 input template. Then I'm also telling it, if this is the sample given to you, then simplify it as such. So I'm giving it a plain text layman's example so that anybody can understand. And this would be our example output for the AI. And I'm using AI message prompt template, passing that plain text to create the AI message example template. And that's how we build our few shot templates. Now let's move to main human template where we're going to be asking it the question. Okay, so as human template, basically this is the user's question. We're simply providing an input variable called legal text. Whatever user is going to give to transform into layman's term, this is where it will belong. And then we convert that into a human prompt template using human message prompt template and sending the human template as an argument. Next step, we're going to make our final few shot prompt. Okay, so this is where we use the chat prompt template and include all of the above. For example, the system message prompt, example input 1, example output 1, and human message prompt to create our chat prompt. Now let's look at what we're building here. By uncommenting this, what our chat prompt looks like. I'm going to hit this button to run it, and boom, there you go. So this is what our current chat prompt looks like. For a better viewing, I actually printed it out here so that you can easily look at it, and I have added some space for better readability. So basically, this is the first system prompt. It is actually separating our input variable, legal text, and this is where the system instruction, you're a helpful assistant, blah, blah, blah. And this is the human message prompt. This is our first input example, and the AI message prompt, our first output example. And this is the main human message prompt where we're sending this legal text as a variable. So next, in step number 5, we're going to bring in our actual user input. This is going to be our user input. Basically, this is the one bringing in the user legal text, where the user is going to give the AI this legal sample. If you read through it, you're going to know it's full of legal jargons. I mean, the style is a little bit complicated to understand. So this is something we're going to send to the AI for simplification. The ones before was sample. This was a sample legal jargon and simplified version of this, and telling the AI to translate this into this. And now we are sending the main legal text to the AI for a response. And there comes the final step. Okay, so right here, we are building a request using chat prompt format, chat prompt.format prompt. And here we are assigning a value to our legal text. See, this is the variable in our template, input variable, and we're assigning it to the user legal text, this guy right here, and using a toMessage function to simplify the content and getting it ready so that we can send it to our LLM, the LLM that we created right here. And here we are using LLM.invoke and passing our request. Now, before we launch it and see the final result, let's have a quick review of what we have done. First, imported the necessary libraries, created our LLM model, and then created the system prompt, which defines the AI's job or gives it the personality necessary, then converted it into a system prompt, and then worked on our few-shot templates, where we give it an input and output example and converted them into templates, and then provided our human prompt template, where we actually passing the input variable legal text, and then created main chat prompt, few-shot chat prompt, which combined all of the above. And this time, in step number 5, we are actually giving it the user prompt or user input, and finally creating a request by assigning the variable, the input variable. We are invoking our LLM model with that request. And now let's see what we get. Running the whole program here. And boom, look at this. This is basically a simpler version of this. For easier readability, I actually made another copy of it. And that's it right here. A person giving blah, 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 whatever. So if you can read through this technical legal jargon or legal style of text and read this, compare the two, you will see that this is a much readable and understandable and simplified version of this legal text. And that said, it includes our hands-on exercise, part 2, where we create a legal assistant using few-shot prompt template. Thanks for watching.